can't eat till you get nine.
I know, that's right.
And
I do that.
Waited about 6 months, went back in again.
Good.
Under an anesthesia. and
I'm known for throwing trick or treat my
He
grade.
is not bouncing.
Once here now, are eighth grade, sophomore, she didn't go.
Hard on your body.
Eighth grade to sixth grade. So I think next year might be the last year.
You're right.
Isn't that the truth?
So they don't have to drive to
Yeah,
Kansas City.
that's not a job I
So
want.
grandkids are good.
You mess up a little bit, you know, I mess up at work and it's nobody dies.
I'm missing a few bucks.
Yeah.
Patrick, or
Yeah.
okay.
Exactly.
Let's celebrate medicine.
Did you go over there?
Yeah.
May have a-
Oh, you gotta go. Well.
What are you gonna do?
That's fun.
Done any
Yeah.
traveling this summer? Did you go anywhere?
Just saying.
Oh, well, my wife
Man,
keeps.
Oh, yeah.
nobody brought
Deal
up
a lot.
they have a kid that's in either
Yeah.
baseball or something.
Yeah, ours go.
Because
They
they
live-
have to go to games all the time.
You go-
Did he, was his team good though at least?
Northeast,
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
He's a senior. and He knows this
Yeah.
is probably his last year. He just kind of wants to
We saw
I
pictures.
get it.
keep playing until he can't.
Yeah.
play anymore.
That's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Yeah, they,
And I
they have
would
a
too.
bunch of other kids their age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Three.
but trying to
Yeah,
keep
they're all
up.
lined across the street in their costume,
Where
got
they're
on
at.
picture, post them all.
And
Trying to
Then
keep
then the
up.
mother-in-law,
I don't know.
Okay, I hope you have a quorum today.
so far I'm still here.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's very good. Yeah, I'm just glad to be here.
But one says not to do this.
Everybody.
That's all.
What time is the,
Denial
is it
stage.
an executive
So
session
She's in the stage.
for the city manager?
She won't go see a
Uh,
doctor. She doesn't want it.
It
I'm
is.
just- I'm just.
What time is that on?
Oh, they have less time.
Oh, that was another concern, you know.
Cause I know that, Dab Six had a meeting.
Well, no, wait a
And then
minute.
you kind of knew one there,
17.
37 King.
Oh, the seventh.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're gonna update. so,
Is it nice?
It's nice on
Love
it.
to.
Oh, good, okay.
But I was worried, you know, how would she?
There is all day interviews set.
It's-
set.
it's not her
visit
surrounding.
right,
Yeah.
visit her.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually
I
good.
really
to know.
like
I mean, sometimes they get
Yeah.
really agitated. So,
Cause when she first moved in with us.
And two are okay.
I filled out the survey as a citizen, I filled out the survey and I said,
But my wife was.
is I will quit, so.
Her car got wrecked. And so she
We all-
was
But you didn't like that one either, did you?
Well, yeah.
not being there.
I mean,
Have to be a president employee.
Oh, some other person she knows very well.
yeah, just recently and it's like, oh, that's
I'm gonna
not
restroom. Let's-
fun.
How are you?
That's like one of the worst.
Good.
No,
I know. I'll
it's
be
our
there.
job.
I know.
It's our
I'll
job.
be there someday, I guess, and I hate. I wonder if live to be 100 now. I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't look so fun.
Yes. Keep us alive. Don't know if we can enjoy it or.
See, that's the catch. I'm like, quantity, quality. I'll take the quality. Yeah.
Hey there.
Yay.
Very well.
Just trying to make it fun.
Less than phenomenal. Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, that's, you know, so I've got two boys still in the. Three girls. Still young, you know,
Right.
they're still trying to parent them and then.
Absolutely.
And her.
Okay. I bow down to you. There's no way. There's no way. I can barely take care of myself. Okay. And I'm just returning texts for the first time, because I hadn't had time.
Thank you.
Airport meeting today?
Yeah, that was interesting. They've got some problems that I think are actually good problems, but, so. So. To expand the area.
Near the Five Guys.
I mean, not more terminals, we need more gates.
Yeah.
And so they're looking at, do we expand and put 3 gates in probably need, or do we do 6? Because in the future, are we gonna need 6 or?
So when they rebuilt the airport.
No.
With it being easy to add. on.
Yes, so towards where the old used to be, we can add on to that end and go quite a ways. We can add, like I said, six gates, maybe a few more.
Makes you wonder why they didn't use it. I mean, I guess they probably wanted to have I'm sure they had the traffic.
See, that was, at that point,
Yeah.
we didn't. know. And so that was one of the issues, but they're also gonna put another parking garage in. So. Wanting to do now is where the parking garage is. We have a lot of I don't want to call it long-term parking, but longer-term parking right next to it. So they want to take that out and put another parking garage.
Oh, wow.
So what they will have to do then is a park and ride, they're gonna put just little dead lot coverings. So when people park out there, they'll be covered.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna take a while to pile that up and.
Oh,
I mean, it's a great problem.
Yeah. How the, I saw some
Seats are
horror
cold.
stories of, in Houston, I think.
Getting that time of year too.
I know, bring my cushion or something.
Has
Warm up a little bit.
So here's the deal, why not? I don't know if you've seen it. So in the area, it's close to where Bag, so it used to be like a car. But they put cars in there to demonstrate them, and now it's been empty. They put some buckets in. They'll help out. Airport employees, get paid while they're not being paid. So they'll help them. So really, it all stayed on the job up to this point. Yes.
I heard something the other day saying like.
They want to join the library.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Go on, girly. Happy birthday.
I don't know.
She's always placing these things.
Thing.
Something, she.
I think there's something there. Some of the boring, they wanna do, I think that there's a thing. That's all. It was, like, there's these. Well, it's not necessarily. It's just like. They would have.
There you, okay, all right. Just apologies.
I have a house.
I was in drinking through. Tried to.
Meeting. Very. Oh, very.
Yeah.
This.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hour has come upon us. It is 6 p.m. in the beautiful city of Wichita, Kansas, and this is the November edition of the District 5 Advisory Board. Thank you all for taking time out of your evening to join us in these amazing gatherings as we discuss the issues that are impacting not only our district, but our community as a whole. So we will officially call this meeting to order. And our first order of business will be for the approval of the agenda for the November 3rd, 2025 meeting, which is in your packet. Please look over and review, and if there is no discussion, I do entertain a motion. There has been a motion and a second for the approval of tonight's agenda. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. The motion shall carry unanimously. Our next order of business shall be for the approval of the minutes from the last meeting, which was conducted on October 6th of 2025. Which was also provided in our packets. Take a minute. If there is no discussion, I do entertain a motion for approval.
Move to approve.
We have a motion on the floor and a second for the approval of the October 6th, 2025 minutes. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please declare with the same sign. The motion shall carry unanimously. That will take us to the public agenda. Scheduled items will be District 5 resident Deborah Close, who will speak on having crosswalks added for pedestrian and bicycle traffic. Deborah, sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you for allowing me to come speak tonight. I'm going to speak to you about the possibility of adding additional pedestrian and bike crosswalks at Mays Road and on Tyler Road. With the heavier traffic that's occurring on those roads, it's getting increasingly dangerous to cross. I was about hit on a Friday evening crossing at 21st and Tyler at the intersection when a lady didn't realize I was crossing the walk. And she turned right in front of me about this far in front of my bike tire as she went by. So it's increasingly dangerous. It is not. Oh, there we go. Crosswalk locations would be at Westport and Mays Road, and on the east side at Tyler Road and 16th, or Tyler Road and 17th, one or the other. Possible crosswalk locations zoomed in. This is Westport and Mays Road. Crosswalks with the orange blocks or the purple on either side or right at the intersection, either way. Purple would be expanded sidewalk like we have on 13th Street where the Woodchuck Bike Boulevard is. The sidewalk was widened so bicycle pedestrian traffic could be there together. Those sidewalks aren't that way right now. And then at Tyler Road, 16th, here's the option for 16th Street right at the corner. 17th Street, there's no intersection, so it'd be better to go to 16th. Again, with the purple being expanded sidewalk. This is a bike boulevard that could then be added from 119th Street to Mays. The purple be up here being where it can connect over to 21st Street to the bike lane that goes out to Cheney Reservoir along 21st Street. Here's a bike boulevard going from Mays Road to Tyler on Westport to Valley View to 17th and then over to Tyler to connect. Then in between Tyler and Ridge Road, the red would be on 16th Street to Woodchuck, to Harvest Lane, to Holland, to Suncrest, which then would tie into the yellow, which is the current Woodchuck Boulevard that goes south down past Maple and over to Sedgwick County Park. And the blue one would be the option if you went to 17th Street. Doing this would allow this is from the current Park and Recreation Northwest Wichita bike paths. The red would be all the new bike boulevard connecting Woodchuck to the 21st and 119th Street where the bike lane goes out to Cheney Reservoir. So that would connect all that together with safe crosswalks where people could cross without the danger of getting run over. And that is it for the presentation.
Danny, thank you. Any questions, comments from the board?
Thanks for sharing. When you're talking about a bike crosswalk, you're talking about a fully traffic signal,
Yeah, like a
kind of like it.
Ridge Road, Westport,
Yeah.
yep,
where
or it's Central, yes.
people-
Yeah, once it's clear, be delineated so the traffic could flow if the bikes aren't, nobody's crossing. So it wouldn't be, stay red forever, and they could cross when it's red.
Yeah, I guess the point of this is to get to Sedgwick County Park.
Well, Sedgwick County Park, which also then allows you to get to the river path because you can go along Zoo Boulevard, connect southeast Wichita,
Mhm.
O.J. Watson Park area and Broadway and Pawnee, all the way up to 21st and 119th, go out to Cheney. So,
I use Westport to get out to Maze Road, so I know how busy that can be with cars.
Yeah.
Much less somebody on a bicycle trying.
yeah, I live on Jamesburg. Yep.
You too.
Oh, east of Valley View or west?
Wow, that's a great question. West.
Okay, I live east of Valley View on Jamesburg, so.
So Delbert, is there an ask? Are you asking?
I'm presenting this as a thing to take before the traffic, should we do this? I'm not the only biker, and there's a bunch of children that live over in those sections that would make it safer for them and their families to go as well, so.
We've got a study started on, the one on Tyler. They're looking at that now. One on Maze.
Yeah,
I wasn't aware of that.
yeah, I after I got with the park board, somebody from the park board called me last week, I didn't get the phone. And left me a message, so I knew they were looking into that one. Maze came up after the fact.
Yeah.
When I was like, well, I might as well, present both,
Yeah,
so.
makes sense.
What all goes into that study? I mean, without too many details, but.
Just try to determine if there is a need. And you can add something if you want to. So,
Me?
no,
I wish he was pointing at you. Honestly, I don't have anything to add to
Yeah,
that discussion. I'm not a part of the information path
of
for all
that,
this, so.
okay. So really, you take a study and see how many people would use it. Estimate how people use it. Of course, it's expensive.
Yeah.
To put those signals in.
And to maintain.
I think it's $100,000. So it's expensive, but if people will use it and allow them to get access to Sedgwick County Park, and Sedgwick County Park, you can go all the way down to, like I said, O.J. Watson Park, downtown. I use that a lot, so. Could be a little safer along that one road.
But
Going to the river.
the connector between West Street
Yeah.
and Zoo.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be a little bit.
Or you could get on the Zoo path and just stay on the Zoo path to Central and then do the sidewalk to the crosswalk to get over the river.
Yeah, most people use the other river.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe what's a study to determine if people would use it look like? I mean, if there are people who probably use it, but how do you study to ask them? I mean, without knowing that it's even there, like.
not that smart.
I think it had to be a residential survey. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how else you could get that data.
And just watch traffic for a while, I think. Watch the bicycle traffic in that area.
I mean, there's tons of bikes over in our area.
There's a lot of bikes in that area.
Or even just pedestrian traffic. I mean, if someone's wanting to they want to just run or, jog that kind of whole segment.
A lot of people move to that area for access to Sedgwick County Park. It is good.
The traffic as Northwest Wichita has grown, the traffic volume has
Yeah.
grown.
And there's a crosswalk on Ridge,
Yeah,
which.
and that's what the tie-in, that's what made me
Yeah.
think of it. It was, man, it'd be nice if we had one of these at Tyler.
I was there Sunday, or no, Saturday night. It's starting, there's a bicycle there, it turns yellow, red. We stop. Bicycle gets ready to go and somebody runs it going the other way. Going right through it. So like, really? But anyway,
Yeah.
It does make it safer though. Any other thoughts?
I guess I'm still confused. Like, what are your next steps? What are his next steps?
We'll do the traffic study. It's already going.
Yeah,
Study on the
somebody, somebody from the park board.
Yeah.
Or track, it was-
Parks and Rec.
well, it was actually a guy who, I don't know if it was parks or traffic engineering.
Might be traffic engineer.
Somebody called me from that department last week and I didn't get my phone answered. I was busy with something at work. And I called him back and we haven't reconnected.
Yeah.
But he said what JB had said, that these are expensive to put in and to maintain. We have to do a feasibility study to see. Which I think residential survey or somebody sitting there and counting bikes would be.
Yeah.
The survey would probably be the quickest.
Feasibility study, and then they decide they we need it. So then he has, like, that money then comes from.
We'll have to find the money then to do it. Yeah. I mean, being a cyclist, I'll be before it. So. So
I thought they would do that
We'll add
feasibility
it.
study in the spring and summer.
Even right now, they're studying it.
Well, now, but not just to, I mean, we're going into the winter time. There are
Yeah, in
traditionally less
January.
people biking and, the diehards like you and how you will bike through the winter time, but overall,
Right.
we capture more people biking
Yeah.
spring and summer.
That's where a residential survey would be best, because you could ask them, if this was here, would you use it in the warmer months? Well, yeah. For people who wouldn't want to ride in the winter.
We'll keep you posted.
All right,
We'll get on it.
all right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How does Bike Walk Wichita fit into this? Because I've participated in surveys through them and in counting bikers. And I know that they have done some polls on what people want as far as making the city walkable and more safe for bikes. So I'm just curious how they do or don't fit into this.
Obviously, they're gonna have to get involved with this, and they'll be certainly engaged. Alan will be involved, you'll be involved in it. So that'll be a key piece to getting it done. Be Bike Walk this stuff. Yeah. So I don't know if you considered it before or not. I don't think so.
Bike Walk Wichita?
If they considered crosswalk there,
I don't know.
I don't know, I'm not on that board.
yeah. I don't think so, but we'll get on the radar.
Are there any other thoughts, questions from the board or at large? Very good. Mr. Wells, thank you, sir. Okay. Moving to any off agenda items, is there anyone that is present that did not sign up to speak prior to, but would like to address to something that is not on the agenda? Now is your opportunity to do so. All right, seeing none, the next order of business is to receive and file the items that have been completed. Is there a motion? Second. From?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All those opposed, same sign. The motion shall carry unanimously. We'll move to the board agenda for updates, issues, and reports. I'll turn it over to Vice Mayor Johnston.
Thank you. That title will only be a couple more months. First of all, tomorrow, vote. If you haven't already voted, go vote. In most of our district, there's probably only one school board race, but it's important, so I encourage you to get out and vote. So, I'm a day of guy. I like vote day of. So I like the excitement of it. Secondly, the city manager search is progressing very, very well. They've got 6 candidates they've narrowed it down to. We reviewed their applications. The committee will interview those. I think they interviewed them last week. Narrow it down from 6 to 3 or 4. When they get to 3 or 4, they'll bring them in town and have interviews. Right now it's scheduled for November 17th. So I'm looking forward to that, getting that process done. So I think it's going well. A couple candidates I really did like. So just on paper anyway. You never know till you meet them and ask the questions.
Maybe do you remember the date by which I think they're gonna disclose those names publicly?
I don't know that time. So I think it'd be pretty quick. And lastly, I have an opening for the library board. Anybody would like to be on library board? You can only be on one board. Dennis, you can't. But it's interesting. We have a great library system. We're a big supporter of libraries, so I think it's important.
How often do they meet?
They meet on Monday. Do you know, Teresa? Once a month,
They meet on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays?
Yeah, they meet
Oh,
on.
that's right. The
Yeah.
same as the council meetings.
Yeah.
Is it what, Tracy, is it once a month or every other month?
It's once a month, but there are like subcommittees which may meet at different times.
Okay. Good, thank you. So Tuesdays at noon, do they get lunch?
That's an excellent question.
I would think you do. It is at lunch
I
at
would
noon.
say it seems really wise.
So let me know if you're interested. I'll do that. So, are there any questions? For me? No? Okay.
Well, thank you, Vice Mayor, for a couple more months.
Be glad to relinquish that.
Now we shall move to the staff reports from the auxiliaries of the greatest auxiliaries on the planet. That shall start us off with our outstanding Wichita Police Department. Officer Perkins, floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. Kind of 2 parts here. I got crime statistics. There are some flyers out there. All the board has those. I'm gonna do those last because we don't really compare them to other districts, but I did bring some crime statistics. These ones not for everybody, but DAB 5 for everybody. I brought 4 and 6, and I'm gonna do some comparisons to those. Even though it's still not apples to apples, it is still a little bit apples to oranges on those, but I'll do those last. I'm gonna go over just some quick stats. We held our Second Chance Thursday. I'm not gonna go into that, but it basically individuals to come in and clear some of their low-level warrants. We do this every 3 months. That way they get that warrant out of the way. It's not hanging over their head any longer. But we saw 155 people. We had 59 warrants that we cleared. DMV was also there. We gave back 13 restricted licenses to individuals that didn't have their licenses, and they also reinstated 8 on those. The next one's actually going to be in March, kind of winter time. And part of the reason we did that is it is right before tax season. So it's kind of the thought process. We were gonna do a Valentine's Day about come in so you can drive with your sweetie, but we decided not to do that. Some of the other things we have is the Turkey Trot is coming up. It's not in DAB 5, it's downtown, but it is, I wrote 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., but I didn't write the date. I think it is November 22nd is on a Saturday. So if you're downtown that early in the morning on November 22nd, be aware that we're going to have some street closures down there. We do Battle of the Badges blood drive. Fire's not here, so I can say that you have to vote for police if you come to give blood. That is going to be on Thursday, December 18th, and that's at the CP office, which is at Central and Gilda, the corner right there, 5803 West Central. That's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can sign up actually on the Red Cross website. We also have the Christmas toy drive That is Thursday, December 4th, same office, same location, starting at 9 o'clock. That'll also be on our Facebook page. We're having some, I guess I'll just call it issues at Emerson Biggins, some calls for service and some issues up there. I hadn't been there in a long time, but I guess it's kind of turning into a club on the weekends instead of like a bar. There's lines out the doors, they're charging to get in. It is not issues with the business. The business is 100% cooperating with us. It's just a lot of people, one location, for whatever reason, they tend to, our younger folk are going there. And so they're kind of having some issues with those young folks, but the business is very cooperative with us on that. Colder weather is coming up. Don't let your vehicles warm up out there in the driveways unless you have an auto start. Back in the good old days, you used to actually get a ticket for leaving your vehicle running unattended. So if you have an auto start, go for it. But my suggestion is do not do that if you don't. Auto larcenies, one of the things that we're seeing. That's people breaking into cars. Kind of something we see if anybody's on Nextdoor. Every other post is my car got broken into. Really what they're saying is somebody came up and lifted the door handle of my unlocked car most of the time. But so in that note, please lock your cars. Don't leave anything of value. Park in your garage if you can. Just last night, south of Kellogg, had a garage door that was taken out, opened up, got into the garage. That happens frequently. A lot of our newer cars, we don't have to carry garage door openers anymore. They're kind of in the mirror on a button or somewhere else. But if you do have a garage door and you park outside, it will be a pain, but my suggestion is you take that in every night and when you go to work the next day, because what you're leaving is a key to your garage / your house in your car. Always above the visor, because we're creatures of habits. That's what we do. We stick it above the visor, and that's where it is. If you're not going to do that, put it in the console, at least put it out away, put it in the door, something to where they just don't look in there, see that, break the window, press the garage door. Now they're in your garage. I also put out there, because it's a hot topic out in West Wichita. This is just my own copy. Yours is a little bit better, not much. These are applicable city ordinances for golf carts. Some of them are pretty kind of self-explanatory. Can't ride on a sidewalk, got to have rear stop lamps. I'm not going to go over them all, but if anybody wants to know what they are, there they are. You can go to Muni Code. You can look it up. It'll tell you what it is. Nothing's a secret. We don't hide all that and say, oh, I didn't know about that. So that's what they are. Severity, for anybody who really wants to know, that just means infraction. It's like a ticket, run a stop sign. But the NPA one, misdemeanor, is you would have to go to court in reference to that particular applicable ordinance. Okay. That's over. Any questions over that part of it?
I'll add something.
Yeah.
Golf carts. It's a bad penny that won't go away. It is illegal to ride them on sidewalks. That is a state law. It's not a Wichita law. So if you're play golf at Reflection Ridge or at Auburn Hills, there are some neighborhoods you cannot get to the golf course without going on the sidewalk, which is illegal. So if you would like that law changed, please contact your state representatives, senators, House representatives. I've contacted them. Got some promises from a couple of them. They're going to work on it. A couple of them blew me off. So if it means something to you, contact. So thank you.
You bet. Now the DAB5 crime statistics, they're all down. We do have one aggravated assault is up 1 from the previous month to this month. I'm not going to go over them. I am going to go over and compare them to the DAB4 and DAB6 ones to see, again, those apples to oranges. but you can see that in DAB 5. You guys are sitting pretty good compared to some crime statistics. And since I have them on 3 different sheets, I'm gonna do them one at a time. So 8 homicides in DAB 6 where you guys had 1, 70 rapes, you guys had 27, 75 robberies. We only had 12 robberies in all of DAB 5 in basically 10 months. And then so on. There was 154 violent crimes in DAB 5 and 593 in DAB 6. Same numbers for DAB 4, 3 homicides, 54 robberies, 369 aggravated assaults, 117 aggravated assaults here. But total part 1 violent crimes, 468. So 468 in DAB 4 compared to your 154. And then coming down, I'm just gonna go straight to auto theft. 119 auto thefts in DAB 5. DAB 6 had 335 and DAB 4 had 385. So lowest violent crime and part 1 nonviolent crime district in the area. And I picked those 2 because they border DAB 5. I didn't look at 1, 2, 3. So those are out east, a little bit up north.
I've seen them, and we by far had the lowest crime.
Yeah.
Of any district. Not even close.
So
So.
I'll put it out there. Cops moved to Northwest Wichita.
That's right.
So. So. Anybody have any questions on either that or the statistic? All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
You bet.
And your service to the community, Officer Perkins. Thank you, sir. I do not see a representative from our outstanding Wichita Fire Department in the building. That means that they are off doing Wichita Fire Department things. So we will come back to them or get a report from them at the next time. Going on, we will have our public library report from the most enthusiastically engaging, greatest librarian branch manager of all time, Miss Tracy Partridge.
Quite the introduction.
Okay, so I'm Tracy Partridge, manager of the Westlake Branch Library, and as always, it is thrilled to be at the meeting. There are some things that I want to share with you. The first is November is Kansas Reads to Preschoolers Month. That's when we try and get as many preschoolers as possible to all hear the same book. This year, it is actually Little Nita's Big Idea by Anna Bardos. You're going to have to come to one of our story times in order to find out what that's about, because it is too exciting to share. You need to experience it. At the story times where they will be reading it, they will actually distribute free copies of the book. So not only do you get to hear it there, but you get to take a copy home and enjoy it at home. Another thing that I want to mention is that the Advanced Learning Library will actually be hosting an adult spelling bee this Friday at 6:30 p.m. Teams can be from 1 to 4 members. You do have to register because they want to make sure that they have enough seating. You can register online, or you can actually just go prior to the event and register. It would be so fabulous if there was a team of district advisory board members. You just need 1 to 4 of you to participate. And what will be even greater is if you could challenge the other district advisory boards to it, and then like District 5 would win, and it would be phenomenal, and you could brag. It would be super exciting. So just put that out there. If you don't do it this year, think about it for next. Another thing that I want to mention, we did a lot of remodels over the last couple of years, and our Rockwell Branch Library was actually our last one. They are having their grand opening celebration on Saturday, November 15th at 9:45. They have been open already for a little bit, but they've been planning a big party because you need a lot of time to plan a phenomenal party. So they will have opening marks and ribbon cutting before they open, so at 9:45 a.m. And then in the morning, they are going to have family-friendly activities, including the opportunity to play with a therapy dog who does not want to do that. Create your own custom bookmark with a Cricut Maker, and then practice safe riding with Bike Walk Wichita, and then also experience a Wichita Symphony performance. Another thing that I wanted to mention, the Advanced Learning Library is having a 5-week parent-child workshop for actually 12 to 36-month-old children, so for parents and caregivers. It will meet weekly at the Advanced Learning Library at 10:30 on Mondays, and it will go from, again, November 17th through December 15th. So once a week, they will actually have a play session, and then they will have a community resource specialist come in and actually answer developmental questions for parents and caregivers. Another thing that I want to mention is the Advanced Learning Library is actually hosting an exhibit called Who Can Vote? A History of Voting Rights in the U.S. That will actually start November 18th. That is a really good opportunity to learn about this valuable right. Almost a final thing. Our meeting room policies are actually changing in 2026. And basically, our meeting rooms will be free for organizations and nonprofits to actually use. They have to, like, the purpose of the meeting has to support the library strategic plan. So it has to be, the purpose is to create a community hub for learning and engagement. That the purpose of the meeting has to be educational, intellectual, promote advocacy. It has to be civic, charitable, or religious in terms of the use in order to qualify for that free. People who want to use it for commercial and personal use, unfortunately, will not be able to use it. It will just be those organizations and nonprofits. However, commercial and personal can look at Parks and Rec. They have a lot of meeting room opportunities available. And then 2 final things, the Westlake Branch Library is having an ugly sweater extravaganza. And that is going to be on Thursday, November 20th at 6. Just bring your sweater or your sweatshirt and we will give you all the baubles you need in order to make it so that it's really, really ugly, okay? We will give awards, we will offer encouragement, it will be fabulous. And then final thing, we have 3 dates in November that the Wichita Public Library locations will be closed. Tuesday, November 11th for Veterans Day, and then also Thursday, November 27th and Friday, November 28th for Thanksgiving and recovery from Thanksgiving. I said Thanksgiving. It's a new word, Thanksgiving. Okay, does anybody have any questions? I don't expect you to because I give so much information and so fast. Who could have a question? Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Moving to Park and Recreation Department report. The phenomenal Mr. Gary Ferris shall deliver. Floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. I don't know about phenomenal, and I'm certainly not nearly as exciting as Tracy. I may need to lobby on the order in which we do things so that I can, so Tracy can follow me instead of, yeah, so I may lobby for that. So a lot of recreation news. Fall recreation classes are underway. They're going well. Winter classes, and believe it or not, spring classes already been planned. They're upcoming. To view the guide online, visit wichita.gov/guide. Visit wichita.gov/football complex to learn more about the Barry Sanders Football Complex and how you can support empowerment and youth empowerment specifically and community enrichment by purchasing a brick in the Build a Legacy campaign. Winter Wonderland returns to Nasker Park December 5, 6 to 8 p.m. It's December 5th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. At approximately 6 p.m., 2 of the kids from Miracle League of Wichita will illuminate the park with Flip the Switch. From there, enjoy a night full of festival type fun. Cozy up by the fire pits, roast marshmallows, make s'mores, sip on red hot cocoa, and holiday music will fill the air. Capture the moment at several of the sparkling photo stations, or the Grinch will be sneaking around to catch a mischievous photo op. There will be live entertainment. The lineup includes, but is not limited to, the Northwest high school female barbershop quartet, singer Nita Lahan, the Grit Dance Company. Whoops. And you have all that and more at Winter Wonderland, Nasker Park, December 5th, 6 to 8 p.m. And experience Watson Park's Watson Christmas Express, where the Polar Express comes to life in Watson Park with festive crafts, cozy campfires, s'mores, and more. Visit wichita.gov and the Park and Recreation page for more information. That is most of what I have. That's for recreation maintenance, still going strong. We do not get unbusy. We're transitioning from summer busyness to winter busyness, and my goodness, there's always so much to do. There's more to do than we can get done. So we have to prioritize what we're doing. So it's a challenge, but we'll keep moving on. Any questions about Park and Rec and what we're doing?
Yes, something, Gary. I drove by the dog park, country Acres dog park.
Yes.
13 cars in that parking lot right before this meeting.
Did you count the
Like, there's
dogs?
only one space left. A lot of dogs.
Okay.
You can count them. There were a lot of dogs.
I was just seeing if people were using it as a parking
Yeah,
lot.
you were. Anyway, it's being well used.
Excellent. That's what we like. That's what
Nice
we like.
park.
Fantastic. Now our work's good too.
It's really good, yeah.
We finally got that in.
Yeah.
All right. That's my report.
Thank you.
Thank you
Mr.
so
Kurtz.
much.
A representative from Wichita's Bravest has joined us from the Wichita Fire Department, Acting Battalion Chief Gordon. Sir, please, the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, public. Yeah. I heard the cop gave me some hard time about the blood drive, but I'm sure we won. We're the best. Yeah. This is beautiful, the library in this. This is great.
Yeah.
It's been kind of slow as far as alarm wise. She's pulling up the PowerPoint for me.
Oh, wait, hold on, let me share it first. and then
Let me-
you go.
Anyway, there hasn't been a lot of really notable emergencies or alarms in District 5, which is a good thing. We've been busy, October, Fire Safety Month. A lot of routine things going on, good things going on, a lot of scuba training. We got some members from a couple of your firehouses in this area that are new scuba members. We've got people in recruit class and EMT class and lots of training going on, cross training with the county. I'm a little late because I just came to a fire from out in the county, so forgive me. Wanted to kind of hit on the safety message. This becomes important all the time, but a lot of you live in what I would call lightweight dwelling. Truss, newer homes, and they can burn really well, but if you sheetrock is your friend and your bedroom door is your friend if you have children or grandchildren. I know you've heard this message, but we really just thought going into winter, it's a good thing to bring out. And we did this at 21. I did this at 21 6 years ago, and thought we'd get it out again. So you want to have your bedroom door shut. It creates a compartment inside your house, and kind of put you in a single room. And then we have a process called vent enter search, or VES, VES. And we have a member of the different truck companies and some of the other crews, if a truck company's not there yet, that we assign, and we call them the OVM, the outside vent man. And it's a really important position. And that person looks for these opportunities in isolated bedrooms. He does a number of other things, but it's one of the big important things that he does. And can you kind of see that with do I need to move my mouse? Maybe I do. Or that's the Zoom. It's okay. It just creates that chance of survival for you and your loved ones. Forgive me those out in vertical land. I'm not good at this. You're fine.
It's me.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Keep smoke out of your room. It really keeps the temperatures down. It's so safe you can stay asleep. So hopefully you hear your smoke alarm and it wakes you up. So hopefully you have a smoke alarm. But still, even if you're in there asleep and what the outside vent man will do is he'll make laps around your home. And he's gonna look for we know how to, we can kind of tell what's a bedroom and what's not. We find people sleeping in all kinds of places, but hopefully we're sleeping in bedrooms with the door shut. And the outside vent man will enter the bedroom through the window. And he'll make an assessment of what kind of condition it is. Obviously, if we know you're in there, that changes things a lot. So if you make it out and your grandchild or son or loved one doesn't make it out, you give that information to us as we pull up. Even if you don't need to worry about who's the outside vent man. I'm just telling you that just for fun. But that information will be relayed to the OV, and then the OV will explore that and then call for help if you find somebody. And then it's more than likely going to bring them out the bedroom, or bring them out the bedroom, out the window. It just really increases your chances of survival. Okay, PC, I'm gonna step here. We'll go ahead and move on. Go to the next slide. They call you that here?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's the right.
Oh, it's this one. I'm sorry. Here's the outside. This is the fire that engine 20 had. So in a lightweight home, very similar to what you guys have a lot out west here. This is out east. Same thing. So look at that door outside Alligator, and you can kind of peek into the bedroom where this person was, and they were pretty safe. Kind of was surprised what was going on. This is the inside of their bedroom that was closed. And so this is what we want you guys to do. This is why it's important to have a door. If you don't have a door, if you've taken it off, put it back on. Make sure your latches work. Being latched is important. So we just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know if you have any questions pertaining to that or anything else, I'm be happy to hear about it. Answer them.
Pretty calm Halloween. Anything?
Yeah, it really was. Got kind of busy after dinner for a little bit, and then it kind of calmed down. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah.
Thank you for going to Starbucks.
Yeah. Had a good time at Starbucks.
Yeah.
A lot of events this last month. Been good. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments from the board or those at large? Outstanding.
Yeah.
Gordon.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
You bet.
Thank you. Conducting and completing that order of business to receive and file the applicable reports. Do I have a motion on the floor?
So moved.
Is there a second? And a motion and a second to receive and file the state of reports. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion shall carry unanimously. New business, zoning case. We shall be guided through this by the sensational Christina Reith, representing the Metropolitan Area Planning Department. Ms. Reith, the floor is yours to guide us.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me here, Christina Reith with the Planning Department. Here to present, it's two cases in one. There's a zone change request from single family to two family. And then on top of that, within the two family residential zoning, there is an option to do a conditional use for multifamily development. So I was the one who took in this application. My coworker, he wrote the report, but when I was speaking to the applicants, they're like, well, look, we're looking to put a duplex in the back. What do you recommend? And what I looked at was the zoning map, which I'm going to scroll down just a little bit here. So everything you see here in white is zoned single family. Right? Do I need it in the screen? Oh, yeah. And then everything that you see in yellow is two family, and then everything you see in orange is multifamily. So I was like, what is going to be a better look for this application? What is going to fit in better with the neighborhood? And it was also like a slightly cheaper application. So they decided to do a zone change request and a request for multifamily. So this is a little bit over 0.6 acres in size, and it's on North Arapahoe Avenue. And it's interesting because So the I-235 highway is what separates District 5 from District 6, so it's barely District 5. So they intend to use a single family dwelling on site in front of the site. And then in the back, you see how it's divided into two. They intend to put a duplex on the back site. So the only really changes in development standards are that single family requires a 5,000 square foot minimum lot size, and you can only have single family dwelling on there. Two family requires 3,000 square feet per dwelling unit for multifamily development. So what was interesting about this case is that this parcel here that you see my mouse on, the left half, is actually not zoned at all. When it was platted, so when they subdivided these lots, it was considered to be part of an exception that borders a Mitch Mitchell floodway. And so it was just never zoned. But according to section 3A, 4A of the Unified Zoning Code, any land that has not been included within any of the districts automatically defaults to single family. So in a sense, they're both single family, right? So on the north, east, and south, those are all zoned single family and develop with single family dwellings. And to the west is a Mitch Mitchell floodway. And then as you can see here, the ones in yellow, just to reiterate, they are zoned TF3, which is what they're requesting. So because this is considered a multifamily residential development, they will be required to do screening and landscaping. Screening is 6 to 8 feet in height, solid fence, preferably wood. And then landscaping is one tree, one ornamental tree, so one large tree or two medium-sized trees per 40 linear feet. So there was really no zoning cases associated with this property other than the front half was platted in 1956 and then the back half was considered an exception. When we evaluate whether we recommend approval or denial for an application, we compare it to the plans and policies that have been adopted by Wichita City Council. So in terms of the community investments plan, it's in conformance with the community investments plan because the future growth concept map here, everything that you see in yellow is appropriate for residential uses, which is what they're requesting. And then within the community investment plan, they have the locational guidelines. And those, they have a set of development patterns, one of which states that infill development that maximizes public investment in existing planned infrastructure and services. So they're asking to build an additional duplex on site. There will be an extension within their lot, but it won't require an extension by the city, right? And then the Wichita Places for People plan is another adopted plan. There's a list of strategies that the Places for People plan outlines, and strategy 5 is to provide a diversity of housing options to attract new residents and allow existing residents to remain in the established central area. And I'm just going to scroll up to the site plan here. As you can see, the duplex is going to be in the back here. You still got the single family in the front. As a citizen, I think it's a great way for it to blend in with the neighborhood and maintain that character. And then strategy 6 is to encourage an infill and redevelopment that is contextual to the environment in which it is occurring. So planning staff is recommending approval of the zone change and the conditional use request based on the golden rules, which are listed in your staff report. And I spoke with Brad today. He's the one who wrote the report, and he said he's not received any public comment on the matter. So with that, I'll show you, well, this is the aerial map. This is, again, the lot that is the exception. Showed you the zoning map, the future growth concept map, and then we have the site photos. With that, I will stand for any questions.
Bringing the discussion exclusively to the board first. Are there any questions or comments? Christina?
When is it scheduled for the commission or has it already been?
It is scheduled for the commission on November 13th. So you guys are the first body to hear it.
Is it a recent change in ownership and that's why they're pursuing this, or someone who's had the property for a long time and is just?
I'm not sure. I didn't look into the records of that.
Does this owner have other properties that they have built duplexes on?
That I'm not sure of either. I'm sorry.
I'm working under the impression that the and representative is not present tonight. So.
I have not seen them. No.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, you're online. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That's okay.
Are you able to answer any of the questions that the district advisory board had?
Sorry, my whole thing, I'm out of town right now. My whole thing was glitching and it just came back on service.
Good question.
So,
Talon, are you able to hear us?
Yeah, no, I can. I just got the internet back up and going.
Okay, could you give your full name and your address, please, for the record?
Talon Webster, 2819 North Fossil Rim.
Do we have questions directly for the individual online?
What was
Did you
that?
re- Did you recently purchase this property or have you had it for a while, this land?
We recently purchased this property about 2 months ago, and we fixed the whole house up, new granite counters, everything. We're getting a new roof, everything on. And now we saw that we didn't know this at first, but we did get that back lot at purchase.
All right, thank you.
Do you and your team, do you guys have previous history in terms of building multifamily development units?
Yes, we do.
Is that here locally or other places or
Yes. Yeah.
is that in Wichita or outside?
Yeah,
of
Wichita, Goddard, Derby. Um,
Christina, did you say the public notification has already been, it's already gone out, like the
Yes.
parties in the?
Yep,
Yes.
letters have been sent out.
So instead of putting, what was the decision to put a duplex versus another single family home, maintaining the integrity of the neighborhood with a single family home?
we were just looking more at just a one duplex. That's what our engineers we haven't really done much on single family. We know there's a couple duplexes around the corner. I know the owners and it's right around the corner on both sides.
Is a single family home also a rental property?
Yes, I believe so.
What do you project the rents to be in the duplex?
The each side would go around 1,200, 1,300, or maybe a little bit more, just depending on what we want to do on the interior and all that stuff. But we build nice duplexes. I like all my stuff looking good and high build quality.
Are there any other questions from the board for Christina or Mr. Webster? Are there any questions from those in attendance for Christina or Mr. Webster concerning this project? Very good.
Can you go back to the slide of the map?
The zoning map?
Yeah. This is a complete side note. The best Halloween display in Wichita on that street. Really is. Takes up about 3 houses, people walking through it. It's at Murdoch and Arapahoe, the northeast corner. So if you go there this year, I highly recommend it. It gets bigger and better every year, and it is phenomenal. So anyway, side note, so.
Christina, the other properties that are in yellow up there, those are multifamily?
So they're zoned for 2-family, and I believe one of them is developed with a duplex, because in TF3, you have the option of doing single or 2-family. So,
So everything else on that street on each side of Arapahoe is all single family.
That is my understanding, yes.
No other properties that face the floodway have duplexes back there.
Correct.
And didn't we just have a case where we vacated an alley? Someone in the same area?
I don't handle vacation applications, I'm sorry, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of land in back of those lots. Honestly, it's pretty good for housing. You know, 'cause there's nobody in back of you, there's a lot of land. Not being short of housing, it's pretty good places for housing. Big lots.
Any additional discussion? Very well, there is a recommendation that has been made for approval. Is there a motion to support this position?
I would move we adopt the staff recommendation and approve the request.
There has been a motion that has been approved with a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Come on, get this shit.
Any approved, please signify with the same sign. Then the motion,
It's approved with conditions
Yeah, approve with conditions. What are the conditions?
that permit a multifamily development. That's the condition.
Yeah, so normally there is a set of conditions that is provided in your staff report. I do apologize for not catching that before this presentation. Usually those conditions are, it has to be in accordance with the site plan. And then if the zoning administrator finds that there is a violation of any of the conditions, you can actually have the conditional use revoked. So I will bring this up at our management meeting tomorrow that the board, that there was a motion in a second, or I'm sorry, was it finalized? Was the motion finalized?
yeah.
Not yet? Okay, so I will just bring it up that we did not have a list of conditions provided at the time of the staff report presentation.
You talked about the landscaper butting and screening fence, are those not the conditions?
That is just a zoning code requirement.
So
Amend our motion.
Make a motion that we amend with the conditions that are provided, but not available.
Okay.
So there is a substitute motion on the floor to approve with the noted conditions that are not currently available to the advisory board. Once those become available.
I'll
can we
be
get
sure to
those
send
via
them out.
email? Okay.
Yep.
Very good. So there's a substitute motion on the floor to approve with the conditions. Will be under the premise that that information will be sent over to us.
Second. I'll second that. That makes sense.
The substitute motion has been to the floor and it has now been seconded and shall go for a vote. All those in favor of the submitted amended proposed motion, please signify by saying aye. All of those opposed, please signify with the same sign. The motion shall carry unanimously, substitute with the approved conditions. Also, with the understanding that that information will be sent over to the
Teresa,
advisory board for
Yep.
Teresa to send over to us.
thank you guys.
Thank you, Christina. Are any other thoughts, questions, comments, concerns from the advisory board? All right, before we pull out the motion to adjourn, Teresa, I just want to always say, we tremendously appreciate you. You always give us the information that we need to have us prepared. You're amazing, a rock star, so thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn? Second?
Fine.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? See you guys all in December. Have a beautiful rest of the evening and week.
To spare you. Look at that. Good job.